Start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This time Wilson will throw. He's got Lockett, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. On 1st down, Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yo, hey, 0.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Hey, gun. Let's get back. Hey, exit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
11.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
11.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Carson. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
14.
Wilson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run, this is Hunt. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I got you.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
65.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21. Recon, 132 fighter.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Got it.
Go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 50.
Check, 59.
Go, 14.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. D Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 20. Clock. 6-6.
On first down, Hunt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Coleman now. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
On second down now, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Carson. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5 now. Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Hey, gun. 21. Here we go.
On second down, it's Coleman, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Orbit. 50 to Mike.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, gun. 12. Hey, wahoo!
They run again with Hunt. Room here to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Penny. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down now, it's Carson, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run for it with Penny. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
This is Hunt. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Here we go.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
11. Hey, Zoo.
No chance. Mike,
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Carson. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. This complete to Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
21.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
I got you. White. Bravo. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I got you.
Target. Mike 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Six. Hey, gun.
I'm coming.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. With it is Brown. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I got you.
Check 13.
11. Hey, high 7. Go ahead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I got this. 21. Here we go. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Banjo.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. That's another 49er first down.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
That's going to be a long day. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. One final try now for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. Major adjustments just